What is going on, NBA fans? Jay Canada back again with another NBA 2K15 video, this time hopping on some My Career. And I know I explained how I was going to do My Career videos in the last My Career video I put out, so I would recommend going and checking it out. It was a good time, I would say, but this one is already going to be different. I've just got the one gameplay you're seeing against the Cleveland Cavaliers, a really good game actually, but I'm not going to be talking about that at all. What I am talking about today, as you probably saw in the title, are my predictions for the NBA Finals 2015 Golden State Warriors versus Cleveland Cavaliers. So why don't we hop right into it? Where do I even want to start, man? This is going to be such a good series. I'm confident. Last year was a pretty bad series. The Spurs absolutely destroyed the not the Cleveland Cavaliers, the Miami Heat, because the Heat were just overmatched. They had LeBron. LeBron played really well, and the Heat, why do I keep saying that? The Heat had pretty much nothing else. So this series is going to be good. Two teams that are pretty stacked and pretty, I don't know, they're playing such good basketball. So let's start with the Golden State Warriors. And first off, let me just say that everybody and their grandmother is favoring the Golden State Warriors to win. I know a lot of NBA analysts are picking the Cavs, but in terms of betting odds, Vegas, all that kind of stuff, all that good stuff, the Golden State Warriors are by far the favorites, and for good reason. Because with the exception of Klay Thompson, who apparently is 100%, the Warriors are they're full, they're healthy, they're ready to go. And this is a team that won 67 games in the regular season. When teams that win 65 plus games get to the finals, I think they're like 13-0 or something. That could be wrong. I thought I heard that. So there's one aspect of it. And the greater thing about the team is they won 67 games. We know about their three-point shooting. We know about their offense. We know they have the MVP. They were also the league's leader in defensive efficiency. So it's like they have no weakness at all. How are you going to beat this team? How? I mean, you got Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, the best shooting backcourt maybe in the history of the league. You've got Harrison Barnes, Andre Iguodala, two serviceable three men that can guard, that can score. You've got Draymond Green, who basically does a little bit of everything on the court. And you got Andrew Bogut, who's a defensive anchor down low. This team is built so strong. They've got depth. They go with Sean Livingston, Festus Ezeli coming out of nowhere off the bench. Leandro Barbosa gives them good minutes. I mentioned Iggy. Like, what are the weaknesses to this team? Yeah, I don't know. They were, what, 38-2 in the regular season at home, or 39-2, something like that? Just wait, I have the record up here. 39-2. Like, all this made me think, holy cow, Golden State's going to win this series no matter what. They might sweep them. But you know what? As I will explain in like 10 seconds, I'm picking the Cleveland Cavaliers to win this series. That is right. I'm picking them to win in 7 games. 7 games. And here is why. I know you're probably thinking, oh yeah, this guy, he's just a LeBron fan, all this. I am, and I will be rooting for the Cavs no matter what I pick. And for a long time, I thought of all those stats I just spewed off in the beginning about the Warriors, and I thought, man, they have this series no matter what. But in reality, here's what I like about Cleveland. They had a bad regular season, most of it. LeBron was kind of out of it most of the season. They worked in a lot of new guys, all this and everything, leading them to go 53-29 in a weak Eastern Conference. They went through a weak Eastern Conference to get to the NBA Finals. But this team, man, they are clicking. As I mentioned, lots of new additions to the team. Well, J.R. Smith, Iman Shumpert, and Timofey Mozgov, they constitute one of the best supporting casts I think LeBron has had, just because of what they bring. Both can shoot threes in terms of Smith and Shumpert. Both shoot the three very well, and both can defend. And Timofey Mozgov, he's a rim protector, and he's a big boy. So that is the first advantage I give to Cleveland. Inside. Kevin Love is down, and to me, that's a loss just because he can spread the floor. But that's not a loss against Golden State, because Golden State, they want to spread the floor with Draymond Green playing the 4. But is Draymond Green going to be able to match up with Tristan Thompson and match his willingness and his aggression on the rebounds? I highly doubt it. I like Draymond, but Tristan is on another level when it comes to rebounding, and that's all he worries about. So Draymond's going to have to be worried completely about the rebounding, and he's one of their main cogs, Golden State's, for getting out on the break, getting transition threes, and if he's so preoccupied with Tristan down low, could be a long night. And the other thing is, in terms of Draymond Green, who's going to guard LeBron James? A lot of people are telling me, oh, Draymond, he's a top-notch defender. Well, if you put Draymond on LeBron, who's going to guard Thompson? Harrison Barnes, he's going to get worked on the boards. Does that mean you go big with Festus Ezeli inside? That eliminates some of your offense because Ezeli's not the best offensive player. And you know Andrew Bogut's going to have his hands full with Mozgov. I think they're two very similar players. So I don't know. I think Cleveland's size will overwhelm Golden State. And I know there's the argument that, man, Golden State was able to handle Memphis, the biggest team in the league. Yeah, but Memphis doesn't have the perimeter attack of the Cavs. So there's the other thing. Mixed in with the offensive rebounding, which Cleveland just excels at. I think they're leading the playoffs in offensive rebounding. In addition to that, they've got killers from the outside. Kyrie Irving, he's injured. He's not 100%. If he was 100%, I would have no doubts the Cavs would win this series. But he's not 100%. He's still shooting 48% from 3. He's a spot-up ace three-point shooter, just like JR, just like Iman Shumpert. Memphis didn't have that. So I think that combination, I think that's going to expose Golden State and their 98% defense efficiency, whatever it was. I think that, I just don't think Golden State has the manpower to handle the Cavs down low, especially when you consider if LeBron James, and you better do this, LeBron, you're shooting 17% from 3, just attack the rim relentlessly. If you get Andrew Bogut in foul trouble, what are the Warriors going to do? They're going to be down to Festus Ezeli. They might have to put in David Lee, who they seem reluctant to put in at all costs. So you see where I'm going with this? I think if the Cavs attack the paint, LeBron attacks the paint, I don't know what they're going to do. And I may be underestimating Draymond Green's rebounding. He seems to do well down there, but I've just seen Tristan Thompson obliterate the Bulls with their stacked front line. I mean, the Hawks, the Celtics, it doesn't matter. That's not the best competition, but he is an animal. And he's Canadian too. Yeah, you guys didn't know that? Yeah, he's Canadian. Anyways, I know that's a lot of opinion compared to the stats I gave for Golden State, but here's some stats for Cleveland. In the playoffs, they have a higher defensive efficiency than Golden State. So the biggest weakness for the Cavs in the regular season was their defense, and that was led by LeBron James, who seemed to not care. He just didn't really care in the regular season, but he is locked in. Iman Shumpert might be the best perimeter defender in the league. I'm just saying that. He's an animal, and those two combined, along with J.R. Smith, they're a formidable perimeter defense duo. Now, the biggest issue is how are you going to defend Steph Curry? And LeBron James said it. You can't defend him just like you can't defend me. And especially if you want Kyrie Irving in the starting lineup. I know he's got 9 days off, but he is so banged up. He's not going to be able to run around with Steph Curry. So what I would suggest, obviously they're not going to take my suggestions, but I would love to see Iman Shumpert, J.R. Smith, LeBron James in the starting lineup and bring Kyrie off the bench for shooting, because I'd love to see Iman Shumpert just stick Steph Curry. Just tell him to run around with Steph Curry, do whatever. And I think that could help hinder Steph's production just a bit. And then, of course, when he needs a break, well, that's when you bring in a Matthew Dellavedova, provide some good minutes, and maybe try and hide a Kyrie Irving on maybe Harrison Barnes, something like that. Just tell him, stick him on the three-point line. If he goes inside, well, that's just what's going to happen. Because I'm scared if they want to put Kyrie on Steph Curry, that'll be destruction. And I really like Kyrie Irving. I know he's not 100%. But anyways, these are just my opinions. And the biggest thing it comes down to is nobody's going to be able to stop LeBron James. And I know lots of Golden State Warrior apologists are telling me and telling everybody, well, we've got Draymond Green, Harrison Barnes, Andre Iguodala, all who can guard LeBron. Like 3 valid defenders. Well, I already told you why Draymond can't, because then there's going to be nobody inside. He's their 4-man. So I would say Draymond, they're not going to stick him on there. Harrison Barnes, the guy's 6'8", but he's skinny, he's small. LeBron will just abuse him in the post. And Andre Iguodala, man, Andre Iguodala has lost a step and a half, man. He's not the same player he was even like 2 seasons ago. And LeBron has torched him in the past. Check out last season when LeBron hit that game winner over Iggy. He was abusing Andre Iguodala. So I don't think they have anybody who can stop him. I think he's the greatest player in the game. Steph Curry had the best season. I think he was the MVP this year, no doubt. But LeBron is still the best player in the world. And here's my final point for Cleveland. I saw a stat. My man Skip Bayless, who I hate half the time, but respect half the... I don't know. It's a love-hate relationship. He tweeted the numbers. I'll show them up on the screen. But LeBron has more playoff games total than the entire Golden State Warriors starting five. And I think in the NBA Finals, LeBron's been here. I mentioned this last video. I said LeBron's choked. He's had some terrible playoff experiences, and he's parlayed it into being one of the best players the NBA has seen. And I think that experience, I think it takes him over the top this series. So that's what it is. I know the Cavs are missing a lot of players. They're banged up. Even LeBron's banged up. But I'm not hedging my bets. I think that even with this Kyrie Irving injury, without Kevin Love, I think the Cleveland Cavaliers take this series in 7 games. And if Golden State sweeps them, I'll be happy to say I was wrong. But I don't think I will be. I don't think I will be. And, oh, actually, just before I get out here, I want to say my predictions for the games. Not game by game, but I think in the first 2 games, I honestly think LeBron comes in game 1 with the Cavs, and they take it to the Warriors. I think they beat them game 1 just because Golden State will be a little bit too hyped. So I think Cleveland takes 1 in Golden State, and then I think Golden State takes 1 in Cleveland. So I think it'll be 2-2. I think Golden State wins game 5 back at home, and then I think LeBron and co, I think they win game 6 at home, and then it comes down to a game 7. And in a game 7, if it proves to be an equal series, I'm taking LeBron James over anyone else in the league. So there you have it. Cavs in 7. That's my pick. I'd love to know what you guys think, so don't be afraid to leave a comment. Tell me what you thought of the video and about my thoughts. And as always, you can follow me on Twitter at JCanada10, where I will be tweeting basically all the games except for Thursday, because I worked Thursday night and I'm very upset about that. So anyways, guys, have a good day.